Hello guys, welcome to my channel Swati Pharmagnan. Today's topic is anti-protozoal agents. Anti-protozoal agents is the topic. This topic is there in third Form D medicinal chemistry. We'll see the introduction of anti-protozoal agents. What are protozoal diseases? What are the examples of various protozoal diseases? Coming to introduction, protozoal diseases are highly prevalent in tropical countries. They will infect both human beings and also animal populations. Few examples of protozoal diseases are malaria, amoebiasis, balantidiasis, giardiasis, trichomoniasis, trypanosoniasis, leishmaniasis and so on. So what are the various protozoal diseases? The first well-known disease, protozoal disease is amoebiasis. Amoebiasis is caused by Entamoeba histolytica, which is a protozoa. This protozoa, what it will do is, it will try to invade the colon of intestine and it will affect the other parts like lungs and liver. The second protozoal disease is giardiasis. Giardiasis is caused by the protozoa Giardia lamblia. Trypanosoniasis is another protozoal disease which is a chronic tropical disease caused by pathogenic member of family of Trypanosomidae. Trypanosoniasis is commonly called as sleeping sickness. Leishmaniasis is another protozoal disease which is also a chronic tropical disease caused by flagellate protozoa of Leishmania species. So this is the structure of Entamoeba histolytica, which will form the cyst, and that cyst will erupt. That cyst will cause the intestinal bleeding, and that will lead to the intestinal ulcer and colon part also. Classification of anti-protozoal agents, or how we can define the anti-protozoal agents. These are the drugs which are used for the treatment of protozoal diseases. It may be a amoebiasis or leishmaniasis or giardiasis. Any type of the protozoal diseases can be treated by these drugs. So that type of drugs are called as anti-protozoal agents. Based on their chemical structure or based on their chemical nucleus which is present in the structure, the anti-protozoal agents are classified as follows. First one is natural compounds which are obtained from the natural sources like plants. Emitin hydrochloride is one of the anti-protozoal agent which is obtained from the plant product. Imidazole derivatives which contains the basic nucleus imidazole. Examples are metronidazole, ornidazole, tinidazole. 8-hydroxyquinolones are third class of anti-protozoal agents. Examples are cleoquinol and iodoquinol. Here quinoline is the basic nucleus to this. Quinoline hydroxy group is present at 8th position. The miscellaneous compounds examples are diloxanide furoate and carbarzone are the examples. So we'll see the structures one by one. The first structure under natural compounds is emitin. Emitin contains phenyl ring with 6-membered ring containing nitrogen. So this structure will call it as benzopyridine. And here methoxy groups are attached at these two positions, and this nitrogen is acting as a same nitrogen atom is present at the center between these two rings. So this one is benzopyridine and this one is also pyridine, or if it is a saturated then we'll call it as piperidine. And here benzopyridine is present and methoxy group, and here one more methoxy group. Here ethyl group is attached at this position, that is third position. Consider this one as the first position, second and third position. Uses of emitin is, it is a alkaloid which is obtained by the separation of Epicac extracts. Ipecacuanha is a plant extract which will give the emitin extracts. So that is the alkaloid which is used in the treatment of protozoal disease. It is mainly used in amoebiasis which is caused by Entamoeba histolytica, and it will exert direct microbicidal action on various forms of Entamoeba histolytica. It is also called as protozoal poison as it prevents protein synthesis and protein elongation. Emitin is also called as protozoal poison because it will prevent the protein synthesis of the Entamoeba histolytica, and it will also inhibit the protein elongation process during the cell development or during the protozoal development. This also used to treat balantidial dysentery and fluke infestations such as fasciolasis and paragoniasis. Toxicity is after using ipecacuanha or ipecac extract like emitin, gastrointestinal distress can be observed like nausea and diarrhea. Cardiovascular effects can be observed like hypotension and arrhythmias. Neuromuscular effects like pain and weakness can be observed. We'll see the mechanism of action of emitin. Emitin will exert direct microbicidal action on all forms of Entamoeba histolytica. It is considered as protozoal poison because it will prevent the protein synthesis and protein elongation in case of Entamoeba histolytica or in case of other protozoas during their cell development. The next structure under imidazole derivatives is imidazole. The next class of drugs is imidazole derivatives. We'll see the first structure, metronidazole. Metronidazole. The basic nucleus present in the metronidazole is imidazole. Imidazole is 5-membered ring containing 2 nitrogens at first and third position is called imidazole. To this imidazole at first position, ethyl hydroxy group is present. Second position methyl group is present and at fifth position nitro group is present. Here the clues for you is azole indicates it is a imidazole, nida indicates nitro group is present, metro indicates methyl group is present, meth indicates methyl group, tro indicates nitro group, and here hydroxyethyl group is present. Uses or it is used for the treatment of trichomonal vaginalis and vaginitis. In the vaginal part of the female, if any protozoal infection is there, that is particularly by trichomonal species, then we can use metronidazole tablets. It is effective for the treatment of both intestinal and hepatic amoebiasis. Intestinal amoebiasis and hepatic means liver amoebiasis. It is used in the treatment of giardiasis and balantidiasis, which are other type of protozoal diseases used for the treatment of serious infections like septicemia. If the protozoal count or protozoal population has been increased in the blood, then that disease will called as septicemia, pneumonia, abscess and meningitis. The next structure under imidazole derivatives is ornidazole and tinidazole. Ornidazole also contains the basic nucleus imidazole with methyl group at second position and nitro group at fifth position, and at first position there is ethyl hydroxy methyl chloride group is present, or we can call it as chloropropyl 2-hydroxy chloropropane is also attached at first position. Uses of ornidazole is used to treat infections caused by various protozoa and various strains of anaerobic bacteria, infections of stomach, infections of the intestine and urinary tract infections can be treated by ornidazole. Next structure is tinidazole. Tinidazole contains imidazole as the basic nucleus with one methyl group at second position, one nitro group at fifth position, and at first position there is a ethyl group and sulfonyl group. 2 ethyl groups are present. In between the 2 ethyl groups there is a bridge, that is sulfone group. Tinidazole is used in the treatment of giardiasis and amoebiasis. Mechanism of action of metronidazole or other imidazole derivatives is, what this metronidazole will do is it will undergo the microbial reduction after entering into the patient body of 5-nitro group will undergo the microbial reduction. When nitro group will undergo the reduction reaction, the reactive intermediate metabolic products will form. The produced metabolic products are, it may be a nitroso group, hydroxyl amino group or nitroxide group or amino group. These groups will covalently bind with the DNA of the microorganism and they will cause the lethal effect to the protozoa. So they will bind in the place of other groups of DNA. So then abnormal DNA will get synthesized and that will lead to toxic effect to the protozoa, so that the abnormal protein will form and finally cell death, protozoa cell death will occur. The next class of drugs are 8-hydroxyquinoline derivatives. 8-hydroxyquinoline. What is quinoline? Quinoline is benzene ring with pyridine ring, a benzene ring is fused with the pyridine is called quinoline. So here the quinoline ring is present. Consider this one is the first position, second, third, fourth, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-hydroxyquinoline is the basic nucleus present in both cleoquinol and iodoquinol. Here the clues for you is quin indicates quinoline, ol indicates hydroxy group, Cl indicates chloro group is present at 5th position, IO indicates iodine group is present at 7th position. That is structure of cleoquinol. In case of iodo, Do indicates 2, IO indicates iodine. 2 iodine groups are present at 5th and 7th position in case of iodoquinol. The basic nucleus is same for both iodoquinol and cleoquinol. Cleoquinol is used internally for intestinal amoebiasis. Iodoquinol is used for the treatment of acute and chronic intestinal amoebiasis. Coming to mechanism of action of cleoquinol and iodoquinol, this class of compounds have antifungal activity and antibacterial property. They have ability to chelate. Chelate means complex with bacterial metal ions. Even in the bacteria, various metal ions will be present like sodium, calcium, zinc, magnesium. With that metal ions, they will form a complex ion. So that complex is called as chelation. Iodine will improve the antimicrobial activity. An introduction of iodine at 5th and 7th position will improve the antimicrobial or antibacterial property. So both the cleoquinol and iodoquinol have broad spectrum amoebicidal activity. The last miscellaneous category of anti-protozoal drugs are diloxanide furoate. Here the diloxanide furoate structure, how we can remember is furoate indicates furon ring is present. What is furon? 5-membered ring with 1 oxygen is called, with 2 double bonds is called furon. Furon is combined with the COO group is called furoate. Is the ester group is attached here, COO, or in the place of or what is present, that we'll see now. So this is furoate. This furoate is attached at para position of the phenyl ring. To this phenyl ring there is a dichloromethyl group, and here amide group is present. What is amide? CONH is called amide. In the place of hydrogen, methyl group is attached here. That is structure of diloxanide furoate. It is used in the treatment of asymptomatic treatment of entamoeba histolytica. If no symptoms are there, still the person is suffering with amoebiasis, then we can use this diloxanide furoate for the treatment. Next structure is carbarzone. Carbarzone is another drug which contains arsenic as the substituent present in the structure. But this drug is not preferable. Here the structure of carbarzone includes phenyl ring is present. To this phenyl ring NHCONH2 is present. NHCONH2 is called urea. Urea is present. NHCONH2 is urea. So at para position of the phenyl ring, urea is present, and here arsenic with 2 hydroxyl groups and 1 carbonyl group, double bond O group is present. So that is structure of carbarzone. So clues for remembering is Ars indicates arsenic group is present. On indicates there is a ketone group. Carba indicates here there is a urea structure. Uses are it is anti-amoebic drug which is used in the treatment of entamoeba histolytica, protozoal disease or amoebiasis. Thank you all.